I went through Hungry Horse Boot Camp a little over a year ago. The number one question I get asked is, was it worth it? So when Hungry Horse asked for volunteers to talk about their experience, I raised my hand. And I think what I have to say might surprise a lot of people. Hungry Horse did offer one-on-one training as compensation for my time to do this video, but they stressed that they wanted an honest opinion. They didn't tell me what to say, just tell us what you think. Over the next few minutes, I will try to pull back the curtain and give you some idea of what to expect if you decide to pull the trigger and join the Hungry Horse community. Before Hungry Horse, I was playing 2.5, 1K cap, some 1.3, and I was making about $7 an hour, slightly above break even. I really love this game, but I felt like I could do better, and I also felt like I needed some help to get there. Previously, I had gone through some other poker training, and while I learned a few things, I felt like I had tactics and no overall strategy for the game. That's really what I was looking for. That said, Hungry Horse comes with a pretty hefty price tag, and it was not a snap call for me. The thing that finally convinced me was just turning the cost into big blinds. I figured if I just won a few extra pots over the course of the year, the program would pay for itself. So the first thing I'd tell someone looking at Hungry Horse is if you are looking for a program where you go through it and you come out a crusher, this is not the program for you. That's not what Hungry Horse is about. Bootcamp itself is like drinking from a fire hose. There's a ton of information, very densely packed, and in a very short period of time. I haven't talked to anyone who's gone through the program that didn't feel somewhat overwhelmed. I felt very overwhelmed after my boot camp. Fortunately for me, when you finish boot camp, they don't just send you out into the world. You have a ton of support and resources post boot camp. And this is one of the things that really sets Hungry Horse apart for me. There's just a ton of support to help you process this vast amount of information. There's follow-on training, there's small groups that you can join, coaching, there's member calls, there's free coaching. They really support you after this program. When you change your worldview for poker, you can't do that in 28 days. There's an amazing Discord server, and I've been on a lot of poker Discord servers. Hungry Horse, by far the best moderated. There's no bad beats. There's no egos. It's just pure poker, pure strategy. It's a community. There's camaraderie. There's help with mental game. There's help with pre-game. All the things I really needed to take my game to the next level. When you're a Hungry Horse alumni, you really do belong to a very close-knit, tight community. I can't emphasize enough that the support you get after bootcamp is really where the value is, in my opinion. I felt like the bootcamp was great, and I needed it to get to the place where I could start improving. After going through the initial program, I did see a little bump in my win rate. Many people say they have a little dip in their win rate as they're adjusting to the new paradigms, the new processes that they're working out. I can tell you now that a little more than a year after going through the boot camp and taking advantage of all the follow-on support, my win rate is almost 10x what it was previously. I don't know how I would ever have gotten here without this program and, again, the follow-on support. So when people ask me, was it worth it? Absolutely, 100%. Is it going to be worth it for you? Not necessarily. If you're expecting to go through boot camp and come out crushing all your opponents, this is not the program for you. If you're willing to put in the time after boot camp and continue training off the table, it's 100% for you. If you just want to learn a few new tricks, Hungry Horse is not for you. If you're willing to change the way you play and the way you think about poker in a whole new way, 100% for you. The bottom line is, Hungry Horse doesn't teach you how to play jacks from early position. It teaches you a whole strategy so that you can be confident in any position, regardless of your hole cards. It's been more than a year since I completed boot camp. I now play full time. I retired from my previous career. I'm planning a trip across the country, playing from room to room, and I can't imagine how I would have gotten here without Hungry Horse Poker.